There's a population of 7.5 billion humans and 19 billion chickens at any given time. If there was a chicken rebellion, how would you prepare to fight off your 2.7 chickens, give or take a few? A wooden stick. My uncle locked me in a coop with aggressive chickens once and told me to fight them with a wooden stick, and it was pretty effective. I've been trained for this. Throw styrofoam on the ground. Those dumb shits never stop pecking it, trying to eat it, realizing it's inedible, then pecking it again. It's pocket sand for ground birds. Priority 1 is to deal with the chickens that my stepdaughter has to deal with. She's 4. I think she could go 1 versus 1, but 2 versus 1 she'd need a little help. Then once I get one down, I pick it up and use it like a club. It's time to reassert the pecking order. I will attack the eyes of my 0.39 human. My fellow chicken or chickens will attack the groin. Glock-a-doodle-doo motherfrickers. First, I would cross the road edit, well butter my flapjacks. I never would have guessed that an inverse chicken crossing the road would turn into my first gold mine. Thank you kind stranger, and for the other bling blings. How would you feel about a ban of "How are you today?" questions on the sub? How about a ban on the 5 most asked questions on Reddit? Or a ban on how would you feel questions? Fuck it, let's just ban our AskReddit. Sure, but let's also ban the "How would you feel about insert something most people agree with" questions, such as yours. I'd prefer a ban of "How would you feel about" questions which are thinly veiled leading questions. How would you feel about a ban of "How would you feel" questions on this sub? Somebody is about to get the joke about "How do you feel" posts. In case nobody else mentions it, this sub banned "How do you feel" posts. It's very ironic that this question uses a banned form and is asking about banning a type of question. If you're encountering a weird downvote pattern to replies, this is why. But to answer your question, the sub's purpose is to ask thought-provoking questions. I rarely see those here anyway, but it's nice when they do. I'm not sure banning the inane is the way to go. The problem is people upvoting the drivel all the time, and there's probably just no practical solution to that. Is this a trick question, asking us how we feel about eliminating a question that is essentially, "How do you feel?" There is a new restaurant called Karma. It doesn't have a menu. You just get what you deserve. So what are you getting? Probably a $1 McDonald's cheeseburger. It replicates the amount of effort I put into most things in life. I don't know. I'm too biased to properly decide what I deserve. A relatively plain meal with just under the amount of calories I would need to feel satisfied. I've been called thrifty, cheap before, so I'm probably getting the bill. The water in the pan left over from boiling hot dogs. Knowing what I deserve is a huge karmic achievement. Don't think I am that enlightened yet. A hug, but not like a genuine hug. Like one of those awkward hugs that you get because you have to give hugs, but you can just tell that nobody in the hug wants to be in the hug. Yeah, and on the side I guess like a slice of cheese pizza? What do you think is scarier, the idea that we are alone in the universe or the idea that we aren't? Why? Tell me up, have you read the 3 Body Problem series? I think about the ruins of ancient civilizations on other planets and how absolutely fascinating it would be to explore them. Neither is scary because if we're alone, then we have nothing to worry about. If we're not, then the sheer vastness of space is a pretty good indicator that we're not likely to ever make contact with another intelligent species. I find it more depressing knowing that there are so many galaxies and planets out there, that there must be billions of strange and exotic places that we'll never see or explore. We're pretty much confined to our own solar system unless we develop a technology to skip across time and space, which is scary to imagine. What totally obvious scam do people still fall for? Anything where the government is asking for gift cards as payment. This is your boss. Yes, I'm calling you from a phone that you don't have saved in your contacts. I need you to buy $1,000 in iTunes gift cards and send me photos of the codes through text. Unfortunately, this actually happened at my job yesterday. Your computer is infected with 7 virus. Click here to install immediately an antivirus and protect your computer. Edit, added spelling, grammar errors in the scam, as some users pointed out. Free CSGO skins website. PPL enter their Steam account details and end up losing their account as pishers use stolen accounts to cheat in games. Copy and paste this on your Facebook page to remove Facebook's right to your pictures and information. Always surprises me how stupid people can be. Sometimes cheap and expensive items are the same thing, with the only difference being the brand name. What are some examples of this? You guys should see the stuff we deal with in the medical field. I wanted to get a mesh metal glove to protect myself when using a saw during autopsies. Our medical supplier, Fisher Scientific, sold the hospital a medical-grade chain-mail glove for $300. They forgot to take the Bass Pro Shops tag off. It was a $12 glove for cleaning fish. Costco Kirkland brand is often white-labeled brand name items. Years ago I was on a similar thread and found that melamine sponges are the same thing as Mr. Clean Magic erasers. So I hopped on AliExpress and bought 300 of them for a few bucks at 3 a.m. I totally forgot that I'd done it until they showed up 6 weeks later. My wife was really confused. They do work great though, and now we'll never run out. Aquarium nerds will know this one: silicone. Aquariums are usually held together with silicone, and silicone is just 100% silicone, so generally predictable product no matter who makes it. Except, many brands for kitchen and bathroom ceiling have added chemicals to keep mildew from growing on the cured silicone. This is a big no-no for aquariums, basically poison that would kill your aquarium pets. So you gotta read the ingredients and information carefully to make sure.
Believing in me and giving me this chance. Subscribe.
He said it.